My third month in London. The physique is still intact. Hi, I'm Maxxie. Welcome to my channel. I guess it's a common sense that vegetables are always good for your health and maybe always good for your physique. But meanwhile, it's also a common sense that French fries are bad for your health and make you obese. But French fries are made from potatoes and potatoes are a vegetable. So are vegetables really always good for your health and for your physique? And actually, why do we eat vegetables? What are we trying to get from vegetables? And seriously, what is a vegetable? Okay, this episode I'm going to give a 101 on vegetables. What are they? What are we trying to get from them? And how can you integrate the right type of vegetables into your diet to make them really help you get a better physique? So, let's get started. Okay, I guess we all know that vegetables provide vitamins. That's one of the basics we learn on biology class. But is that the main reason why we eat vegetables? No, at least it's not the major reason I eat vegetables. Because it's actually quite unstable for you to rely on vegetables for your daily vitamins intake. Every kind of vegetable has a different composition of vitamins inside them, and you can't guarantee you eat the same formula of vegetables combinations every day. So usually your daily intake of vitamins from vegetables are constantly changing. And besides this, some vitamins in some vegetables dissolve in water, while there are other kinds of vitamins dissolve in oil. So the method you use to cook these vegetables affect how much vitamins you can take from them. And besides, many common cooking methods that we use actually destroy vitamins inside the vegetables. Like boiling is a quite effective way to destroy vitamins. So given all that, don't rely too much on your vegetables for vitamins. Vitamin tablets are the better way. They are formulated good combination and they are designed to make it easier for you to absorb. So, I don't rely on vegetables for my vitamins. Then why do I eat vegetables? Okay, there are two reasons. One of them is for their natural fibers. They help your digestive system to function well. And the second reason, and maybe the major reason why I eat vegetables, is to keep away the sense of hunger and craving. Yes, vegetables do that. So what really prevents us from feeling hungry? Some people think it's calories. They think the more calories you take in a meal, the longer it will take until you feel hungry. No, that's not the case. Some people think it's the stable carbs, but no. Although carbs, rice, noodles, or bread, they have the capacity to make you feel full quickly, but that sense of fullness doesn't last long. You will soon feel hungry if the majority of your meal is carbs. And some people think it's the protein that keeps you from feeling hungry. That's wrong too. Protein powders, they are a good way for you to take in a lot of protein in a short time, but they don't prevent you from feeling hungry. So what really keeps you from feeling hungry? This is the main reason why I eat a lot of vegetables on a daily basis. They keep me away from hunger, so I don't crave snacks that much, and it's easier for me to keep my physique. Okay, mystery solved. Now let me give you a rundown of the kinds of vegetables that we usually buy and see which of them does this job better and which ones of them are actually better to avoid. Okay, first one, maybe the easiest one, is the bulky roots like potatoes, sweet potatoes, yams. Are they all called yams in English? I'm new to this. Anyway, don't see them as vegetables. See them as stable carbs. They are nearly the same thing as rice and bread. Although they do have a little more dietary fibers than rice and bread, but it's apparently not advisable to take in all these extra starchy carbs for that little dietary fiber, right? Okay, the second kind, carrots, turnips, and radish, also bulky roots. They have nearly the same kind of problem as potatoes. They contain a lot of carbs, but carbs in carrots and radish are not starch. They are usually sugars. They do serve better as vegetables than potatoes, but still I don't recommend you use them as the major body of your vegetables. But sometimes you use a little of them to decorate your salad is totally okay. Okay, the third type, fruity vegetables. Actually, this name is quite weird, right? Fruity vegetables. They are fruit. That's why I say vegetable is a pseudo-concept. You can't really define vegetables. These are fruits, but we don't see them as fruit. We see them as vegetables. But still, fruits are fruits. They are full of carbs. The more watery they are, like tomatoes, the more carbs and sugars they contain, usually. And they don't provide that many dietary fibers for you to stay away from hunger for a long time. So use a little of them to add flavor or add some decoration to your vegetables is okay, but do not use them as the major body for your vegetable, because then you are not really eating the vegetables that we are talking about. Cucumbers may be an exemption among the fruity vegetables because they are quite low in calories and quite low in sugars, but still you should see cucumbers as a fruit without a lot of energy. Okay, the fourth type, also a carb source, legumes. Okay, when we talk about legumes, there are two conditions. If it's legumes like snow peas or cowpeas, legumes like this with pods can be considered as the vegetables we are talking about because the pods provide a lot of dietary fibers, but still the beans, the peas inside are mainly a combination of protein and carbs. And if the legumes you are eating are those without pods, like only soybeans, then they should not be treated as vegetables at all. So for legumes with pods like this, my recommendation is still don't use them as the major body of your vegetables, but you can use a small amount of them to decorate your vegetables. Okay, we have talked a lot about what we shouldn't eat as vegetables. So what is really a good vegetable? And the answer is quite simple. Usually leaves. Leaves are usually the best part of the plant that you can eat as vegetables. They are mainly dietary fibers, and they provide very little carbs and fat. Normally, any leafy vegetable works, but still there are some traps inside them. I guess the most common one is this, iceberg lettuce, because it's too watery. Its ratio of dietary fiber is not high because it contains too much water. So watery leaves like this won't keep you from hunger for a very long time. Besides them, the other leaves are usually quite good vegetables, like the less watery lettuces, wild rocket, broccolis, the royal of leafy vegetables, kale. Kales are not only very high in dietary fibers, they are also high in protein, so they have always been my go-to choices. So if you don't remember anything I mentioned earlier, just remember this. Go for the less watery leaves. They are good vegetables. Okay, last but not least, mushrooms, fungus. Actually, I'm not sure if we can call them vegetables because they are relatives of bacteria, they are fungus, right? But anyway, they do have the function that we just talked about in the leafy vegetables. Although if you check the nutrition fact of mushrooms, they are quite high in carbs, but actually a lot of that carbs are non-digestible carbs. They are the substance that provide the bulk of a mushroom, and it functions as a dietary fiber. Though my personal experience is that mushrooms don't work as well as leafy vegetables, but still they work quite well, and they provide flavors and a lot of umami. So I do like to buy mushrooms and combine them with leafy vegetables. Alright, and there is a tip for storing your mushrooms, and that is to remove the foil. Let them breathe in your fridge. This can actually better preserve your mushrooms. If you store them with the foils still wrapped, sometimes there will be slime forming on the surface or some other kind of fungus. Okay, so much for this episode. If you like this video, if you find this video useful, please don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to my channel. And you can also follow me on Instagram where I share my fitness progress and other things in my daily life. And thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Happy cooking, take care.